First of all, your name?
Andrew James.
In your Montgomery County District Attorney's office.
Yes, sir.
Tell me what's going on tonight with this with the DWI enforcement.
So I mean, it's New Year's Eve, so there are a lot of police officers going to be out looking for impaired drivers. Obviously, we have no refusal going on here in Montgomery County tonight, and this weekend and every weekend, and we've had no refusal going on throughout the holidays. So there's going to be folks available to draft search warrants for police officers if someone is arrested for DWI and refuses to consent to giving a specimen. There's folks, lined up once the search warrant's authorized for blood to be drawn at the jail. A lot of police officers are out. I was just here at Splendora PD doing some training for a bunch of officers that are going to be out patrolling our streets to help keep the roadways safe. I know several other agencies are going to be having folks out. All the constables' offices, DPS, Conroe PD, the Sheriff's Department, all the Montgomery County agencies always have extra people out this evening.
So no refusal. Tell me how it works. As far as the time you stop someone, what takes place?
So if someone gets stopped and the officer has probable cause to arrest them for DWI or some other impaired driving offense, maybe it was a crash, and we're talking about intoxication, assault, something like that. And if the person does not consent to giving a blood specimen, the officer asks, the law provides that we can apply for a search warrant. It's the same as searching someone's house. If there's probable cause that's laid out in an affidavit that is sent to a judge, and the judge finds probable cause, the judge is then going to issue that search warrant, which is a court order to take that person's blood. So the no refusal program, we have an additional prosecutor working to draft search warrants, to assist officers in writing up search warrants. And then Montgomery County's judges are always on call and they rotate. And tonight they're all basically going to be on call and rotating and sharing the load. A judge will be contacted, it'll be sent to a judge. If that judge finds that there's probable cause in that affidavit, they're going to grant that search warrant. And then we now have a court order that says you shall take a sample of this person's blood. And we have qualified people, medically trained, to draw blood at the jail who will then draw that blood from someone. And if the person resists, they can actually be charged with resisting a search. If they injure someone while resisting, they could be charged with a felony offense of assault on a public servant if they hurt an officer or something like that. That's what the no refusal program is. That's kind of the components of it. But the ideal no refusal is people just being responsible and officers not arresting anybody because people have planned ahead. They've decided, I'm not going to just try to figure out how I get home later at the time. I'm going to plan ahead and be like, hey, I'm going to take an Uber to my destination. I'm going to take one home. Uber and Lyft operate throughout Montgomery County. There's cab companies throughout Montgomery County. Someone could just decide, I'm going to be the sober person and I'm going to take my friends where they want to go and I'm going to stay sober the whole night. I'm not going to drink anything at all. And I'm going to take all my drunk friends home at the end of the night and make sure they get home safely. There's so many options out there that can prevent, and there's really no excuse for someone to get behind the wheel impaired. There's none at all.
What about now, Montgomery County, as far as DWI is right now, conviction rate, it's pretty high right now as far as time, them giving some time on these major convictions.
Yeah, and Scott, I wish I had some stats for you I could give you right now, but yeah, we always have a high conviction rate on DWIs here because our officers do a good job, and our no refusal program helps them get blood samples in the vast majority of cases because we do it every single weekend. And blood evidence is certainly helpful. It helps corroborate the observations and the officer's opinion and the roadside evidence that the officers are gathering right then and there after they stop someone.